Hi, welcome to Eating Leisure Home with me, Gail. So sorry I'm late, but somebody just ran into my car. So I have no music, I am just going to have to go with it. Nobody injured, so that's the main thing. So we're just going to start with a warm-up and just concentrating on your breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feet width apart. Tummy drawn in nice and tight. Take a big deep breath in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. And breathing in and breathing out. I'm just going to reach to the side, drop the head over and coming back. In breath and out. And apologise if we have bouncy background music. You might be hearing that coming in from the gym. But we'll just go with no music today. So we're just going to take a little step back, tucking the bottom under, breathing in, lifting up the arms and breathing out, coming up. So in breath and out. In breath and out. So we're just going to do a little roll down. So stand into the back of your mat, take a big deep breath in through the nose, breathe out, reach over, tummy up tight, and just hang for a couple of seconds, and then walk out into your plank. You can have bent legs, belly button up tight, and reaching, pulling the tummy up. I'm probably going to mix up all my words now. So we split the legs a little bit wider apart, draw the stomach up, and if it's too difficult, you can take your knees onto the floor. Stomach nice and tight, and then I'm going to take my hands back slightly, and I want you to reach back, touch opposite foot and out, breath, and back down and in, holding the tummy up. So breathing out and breathing in, out and in, out breath and in, out breath and in. So nice and slow, so you can reach back to the mat. If you can't reach all the way back, try and push your bottom up, so then you get the little stretch into the hamstrings and hold. Bring the knees down, sit back into your child pose and relax with a couple of breaths. Here, reach the fingers forward, draw the elbows in, and from here we're going to come up onto the knees. We're going to tuck the bottom under. Tucking the bottom under, lifting the chest up, hands up, and then toes are nice and stretched long. Out breath, sink back, in breath up. Breathe out and in. So out breath and in. Push, coming back, push, and then we're going to stay back with the hips forward. Breathe. If you need a rest, come up and hold, sinking back lower to make this a little bit harder, feeling the little tingling down the front of the legs, and coming up. Going to take the knees forward facing here, so you can see, taking one leg out, make sure your alignment is good, so toes, knees and hip in line together with the shoulder. Tuck your bottom under, take the arms out, big deep breath in through your nose, breathe out, come down, stretch over the head for an added stretch, stretch up for a smaller one. Come back up on in breath, out breath, opposite way. Reach across, feel the stretch right down the waist. In breath and out. In breath through the nose and out breath. And this time I'm going to stay down, lift that leg up and pulse lift. So pulse in, lifting this leg nice and high. Holding and then curl the heel to bottom, keeping the knee up in line with the hip. So we're just reaching across the head, keeping this heel, tucking it in tight towards your bottom. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to pulse lift again here. Lifting nice and high. You want to feel this right down like outer thigh area. Hold, curl back, heel to bottom and back. Make sure that the leg stays nice and high. Curling. And from there, I'm going to do pulse again. Last time, hopefully feeling the burn now on the outer part of this hip. And then bring that back. Center, arms down and swap. So you'll be very lucky if I do the same on both sides today. I have a little bit of brain fog now. My mind is like going. So take the arms up on in breath and breathe out and come down. Take the hands above the head and lift that leg and pulse lift. High as you can. Hold, curl heel to bottom, kicking back and out, try and really curl, and then we're going to hold our leg out again. We're going to pulse lift, small little breaths, out and in, and then we're going to hold, curl back, heel to bottom, and one more time, and lift, pulse lift, nice and high, and last time, curl back, heel to bottom, keeping the knee up, and then bring that back up. Well done. So we're going to come down onto elbow plank, focus on the belly button pulling up, and I'll come side on first, one toe back, then the other toe, and drawing the tummy up. So I'm just going to face the front. If it's too difficult, take those knees down onto the mat. So you're holding your plank, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. And from here we're going to come forward onto toes and back through the heels, keeping the bottom down, push in. You can double up your mat if you have elbows are kind of feeling a little sore. Just double up your mat, pushing forward, come down, hips onto the floor, keep the hands where they are, draw back, lifting the chest up, looking forward, and from there we're going to come back up onto the elbow plank till your toes down, lift up, and then we're going to breathe out, and breathe in and in. So you can push up opposite hand maybe each time. If it's too hard, take those knees down, breathing out and breathing in. Out breath and in breath. Out and in. Push in and hold, extra tight. Have a little rest, hips down. Pretend to draw the elbows back to the waist. Lift the chest, lift the head. And if you wish to take this to a little bit harder stretch, hands out, push up, squeeze the shoulders back and away from your ears, toes nice and long. And from there, we're going to rest. Rest your head to the side and allow the hips to roll from side to side. This loosens up your lower back muscles. From there, we're going to come up and we're going to go and as if you're pushing out the hips, first of all, as if you're pushing out the hips on a plank. So you don't want to kind of come down side to side. We're going to do that after. So we come up into our elbow plank, And then on out breath, you want to push the hip over and back to centre on in breath. Breathe out and in. Out breath and in. Out and in. Push. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out breath and in. Out breath and in. Hold. Extra tight. Now we're going to do the sort of round, hip down and back over. So breathe out and in, out and in. Breathing out, just like a little half a rainbow or a rainbow. Push in, tap that hip down, coming across. Tummy extra tight. Let's relax. Head whichever side suits you best for that little rest. Allow your hips just sort of swivel side to side. And from there, bring yourself back up onto fours. Turn side on here. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. Out breath, lift, tuck your head under. In breath, nice and slow. Let that bottom lift and the head. And if there's any neck pain, just keep the head forward. Out breath, really lift and squeeze. In breath. Back, out breath, and in breath. And from there, we're going to lift opposite arm and leg. And on out breath, come under, tuck the head under, in breath, long fingers and toes. Out breath, tuck, in breath, extend. Out breath, really curl up into a little ball. In breath. Take the hand back down, keep that leg up. Tap that leg. Out breath, across and tap. In breath, back to centre. Out breath, tap to the side. In breath, keeping up the body facing forward. Tummy engaged. Leg coming as wide as possible. Tapping side to side. Back, and then when you come the last one diagonal across, rest your toe and just twist round to look at your toe so you get this lovely stretch. Push your hip out, stretch right down, outer thigh area, and from there you're going to bring that leg back, lift opposite arm and leg, so opposite arm and leg, lifting. And then out breath, coming under. In breath, stretch. Out breath. And in. Out breath. And in. Out. Hold. Take the hand down. Then out breath, bring that leg across, diagonal, tap the toe down, in breath back. Out breath, nice and wide. In breath back. Breathe out and in. Out breath and in. Out breath and in. Keep that diagonal tap. Twist round. Look at that toe. Twist, push your hip out. And bring that leg back. Sit back into child pose. And from there we're going to come onto our sit bones, onto our bottom. Even losing my hair clips today. So let's just work our core. So feet bent, bent knees. Take a deep breath in, hands up, breathe out, sink back with the chest lifted. From there we're going to use arms, in breath and out. In breath, squeeze shoulder down as you lift the arm up in line with the ear. So we in breath on one, out breath on the other one. And hold. Take the arms higher up is easier, lower is harder. And then we're going to do little twists. Out and in, out and in. Keeping those elbows up, breathe out and in. Draw the belly button down, extra tight guys. Have a rest if you need to. And let's speed this up. In breath one, out breath the other. Twist, twist, twist. And rest. Work in the obliques there, lift the chin, lift the chest. Out breath, sink back, tummy, squeeze it down, head down. In breath, lift. And out breath, squeeze. From there we're going to come up, we're going to take one leg. Take one leg up, full extension. From there we're going to hold on the inside arm and take a deep breath in. On your out breath, squeeze the belly button down, open up your chest, push back to get the opening of both the shoulders in line, opening up your chest. In breath back, out breath, squeeze the core. In breath and out. In breath and out. Come on, tighter belly button guys, squeeze it. Really open up and hold. Breathe naturally, keep the opening up of the chest. Keep the squeeze back of the shoulder. And bring it back. On your out breath, bring this leg up. In breath, hold. Out breath, bring this leg back, get in your hamstring stretch. And then change legs. So we're going to lift the other leg. Full arms, full arm extension here, holding on. The grip is on your inner hand. And we open up on out breath. In breath to prepare. Out breath, squeeze the belly button in breath back. Out breath, and in breath. Out breath, and in. Out breath. You're going to hold back on this one, guys. Hold back. Keep the shoulder pushing back. Keep the belly button squeezing in. Breathe naturally. Bring it back. Next out breath. Take this leg up. In breath, hold. Feeling the stretch. Out breath, lift. You might have your leg right up here. You might be a lot more flexible than me. And rest. Okay, we're going to do our roll down. So I'm going to take my legs out. You can keep yours bent if you prefer. Slow roll down. Arms forward. Take a deep breath in. Roll your hips up. Draw the navel to spine. And slowly let yourself lower. Bone by bone. Slow as you can go. Stretch above the head. Next in breath, come up. Press up the chest, lift, arms up. Breathe out, fold. Rest in your fold. Couple of breaths here. Trying to get your chest over the knees and down. Next in breath, we're going to lift up to the ceiling. Flat back. Out breath, we're going to roll. Slow. In breath, we're going to come up. Stay up. And just on out breath, just take it back again. Just leaning back and holding. From there, take your elbows down, so we take it a little bit lower, and if it gets too hard, with the elbows down, because you're keeping in a lower position. Even when you lift, you can come up a little bit higher, or you can have your bent legs. So from here we'll do arm. So we're going to lift forward one arm, trying to keep this upper body exactly where it is. So your chin is up. So we lift one arm, lift the other arm, take one down and try and focus on the chest, stay in the same distance from the floor, the back, and you're holding, the legs are active, push the legs down. And this time you're going to stay up. Chin up. Now really squeeze this belly button extra tight. Extra tight. Chin up. Make it work. Ooh, feeling it. Squeeze it. And from there, give it a little stretch. Push the space that's underneath the back, flatten it down. Breathe. I need to breathe, nice and slow. And from there we're going to come on to the side. I'm going to do our little clam. If you wish to just rest your head, you can rest your head. So we're going to bring the legs slightly forward, feet on top. And then on your out breath, I want to make sure that you're not tilting back, you're keeping both your hip bones above one another. And it's just the knee pushing upwards. So we breathe out, breathe in, out breath, push, and in, out breath, and in. So really want you to feel this working as you push up. Keep your hips facing front, keep the belly button squeezing in. You're firing up your glute muscles here, so any sort of lazy, sleepy muscles or weak muscles in the glutes, on the outer thigh. So really working, squeezing, and push. And from there we're going to take the legs long, rolling forward onto your bottom hip. Hands is just for balance, don't go pushing too hard. And then we're going to lift one leg up and back down. So breathe out and in, out breath and in, out. And then we're going to lift the two legs, breathe out and in, keep the hips forward, out breath and in, breathing out and in. So you might just need one little finger on this floor for balance. Make the work come from your core. Engage those tummy muscles. Out breath up. And from there, I'm just going to take the hand onto my shoulder, the one that's on the ground, the shoulder, the arm. And then this hand, the further back it comes, the harder. So if you're forward, it'll be easier. If it's back, it'll be harder. Legs, when you look down, make sure your feet is in line with your hip, they're not forward. And then on out breath, we push up. In breath, we come down. Out breath, so nice and slow. It's a little twist here at the top, guys, so you really get to feel it into the waist. In breath, down. Out breath, up. And if you wish to add in that leg lift at the top, that will make it a lot harder if you lift the leg as you lift your shoulder on the twist. And last one, breathe out and rest. Swim around onto the other side. And you can either rest your head or you can have your head rested in your hand. Okay guys, so we lift one leg, check your body alignment is good. Out breath and in. Out breath and in. So really lift, the leg is slightly kind of back as you lift. So So you feel it right into the outer thigh, hips are on top of one another. I forgot to do my clown. So we'll do it the other way around. We'll do this one first. And from there, we're just going to take it into this hand on the shoulder, hand back, out breath, and in. So in reverse order, like my brain today, out breath and in. If you wish to lift the leg, lift and lower. Breathe out and in. And apologise, as I said, for coming on a little bit late. I was rushing around. And rest your head, bring your knees forward, feet stay on top of one another, guys. Out breath and in. Keep your hips front facing, just get this glute to work. So we are really squeezing back, out breath and in. Out breath and in. Out breath and in. So really squeeze it. And last two. One to go. And well done. Rolling onto the back. Taking the legs up directly above your hips. And from here we are going to take the legs down so the head can stay rested on down and up, or the head can be up with the hands to temples. So breathe out. So we want to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Two legs harder. So in breath and out. Making it harder again will be to reach up. In breath back, out breath. In breath and out. In breath, and you can stay with single legs if you prefer. You don't have to use upper body. You can just do legs only. You can do whichever you feel like doing. So still breathing in and breathing out. You can even have hands to temples here. In breath, loads of different options here, guys. And then squeeze the knees into the chest. And relax. Rock side to side. I needed this today. Nice to try and bring your brain into a nice little headspace of relaxation. And from there, we are just going to watch my time. So you're just going to take the hands underneath the legs and bring yourself up. And then we're going to take the legs to tabletop. If you wish to keep them down, you can keep them down. Tummy down, lift. And from here, if you want to straighten up those legs, take those legs up. Hold the tummy down. Hold. Breathing. And I'm just going to do a little lift here. And hug and relax. Join the knee into chest. Take the other leg out. Give it a little tight squeeze. Tuck the toe behind the leg. The higher up the toe, the harder. Hand on, other arm down. And roll. Squeeze down. Breathe. Bringing it back. Knee to chest. Hugging tight. Get the glute to stretch. And tuck the toe under that straight leg. Opposite hand on. And press. Your leg might be up here, or you might be able to get it right down onto the floor. Try and keep the opposite shoulder down. Look away from the knee. And breathe. Bringing it back. centre your bottom, a couple of roll down and ups here. So we're just going to give that little spine a nice little massage here. So tuck. This feels so nice. And from there, cross the legs to the front. Sit comfortable, opposite hand on. Breathe in, lift the chest. Breathe out, look over your shoulder, push back with the back shoulder. Lift the chest, keep the tall spine. Breathe naturally. If you have neck pain, guys, keep the head side on. Change. Hand on, in breath, up with that flat back. Out breath, look over, try and twist back. Twisting back. Breathe in, bigger twist. From there, we are just going to stretch the neck muscles and the neck to the shoulder. Drop your head over, push the palms down. And if you want to add on, fingers on, draw the head across. That's a lovely stretch for your neck. If it's causing any pain or discomfort though, hand off. Change sides, out breath, push down the palm, drop the head over. In breath and out breath, draw that head over. Breathe, relax. No hands if it's too much. From there, drop your head forward. Allow the neck muscles to stretch at the back. If you wish to add on, interlock your fingers, put them on, allow the elbows to close in and drop. Coming up, head forward, out breath, push out, in breath, hold. Really feel this across the top of your back. And then the opposite, so you want your hands back, you want to push away from your back and lift. Don't lean into it, keep tall, keep the chin up and lift, opening up your chest, front of the shoulders. And thank you so much if you joined me today. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and again, apologies for coming on late. Unavoidable, I'm afraid. So I will see you next week. Take care, have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy. Bye.